Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
I'm close to everything.
I need a great school at a great price.
I'm learning about myself and my role in the world.
I love a challenge.
I'm dreaming big.
But feel totally at home. I want an education with meaning.
I want to be a champion for others. I made connections for life.
I'm ready for the real world. Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
To reach my full potential.
Tonight's match features the 5th seeded Augustana College Vikings and the 4th seeded Elmhurst College Blue Jays. Before we begin, we ask all of you who are able to please rise and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
As we welcome you to R.A. Fagnall Hall on the campus of Elmhurst College as we bring you the 2019 CCIW Women's Volleyball Tournament. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Kruger, delighted to bring you all the action live on BlueJayTV.com. Tonight, the Blue Jays, the number 4th seed, entertaining the Augustana Vikings, the number 5th seed. The winner of tonight's game will move on to the semifinal round of the CCIW tournament. That match will be played on Thursday night, November 7th, against the number 1 seed, Carthage. The other first round game being played tonight, the number 3 seed, Milliken, is hosting the number 6 seed, Wheaton Thunder. The winner of that Milliken-Wheaton match will head to Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Illinois Wesleyan, the number 2 seed. So the 2 top seeds in the CCIW conference tournament, Carthage and Illinois Wesleyan, gets a first round bye. So they obviously will not play tonight, but they will be hosting on Thursday night. And then the conference championship will be played this Saturday, November 9th, at the highest remaining seed. So a site to be determined. And of course, the one team to beat the number 1 seed, Carthage. Nationally ranked, they are just a power. And the winner of tonight's match will have that honor to go to Carthage and play them on Thursday night. The Vikings of Augustana come in with an overall mark of 12-18. They finished up 4-4 in the CCIW, second straight year that the Vikings finished 500 in league play. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays finished the regular season 10-21. They also finished 4-4 in the CCIW. So we are just about ready to go here. Your officials, the R1 is Darren Reese. The R2 down on the floor is Dean Hoskin. Your line judges, the L1 with the beard, or without the beard I should say, is Rod Polich, and the L2 is Tom Gilbert. So we are ready to go here. The Augustana Vikings will serve first, and we are underway. Jessica Wynn is going to start off the match with a service ace. Jessica Wynn with her 27th service ace of the season, and it's 1-0 in favor of Augustana. The southpaw with a knuckleball serve getting it over. Blue Jays up the middle, blocked nicely by the Vikings. Augie on the attack now, nice block by the Blue Jays. Another nice block at the net. It was Zerline and Dewis, and the point blocked going out of bounds, and so the Vikings lead it 2-0. Another nice serve by Wynn. Bailey Brower getting it over for the Blue Jays. Cross-court kill is just out, and so the first point of this first set going to the Blue Jays, and it's now 2-1. And Taylor Zerline will serve. Taylor with 41 aces on the season for the Blue Jays, one of the top servers on the team. Blocked at the net. The Blue Jays now getting it over. That's Brower, and that goes off the hand there of Brooke Harmon, and so the Blue Jays come back with 2 straight points to tie this first set up at 2. Kelly Bethke, the head coach of the Augustana Vikings, and Julie Hall, the Hall of Fame head coach for the Blue Jays. Hitting it into the net, Grace Bialabach. And so the Blue Jays, with 3 unanswered, take the lead here, 3-2. And blocked at the net, but going out of bounds. So the Vikings get the point, and we're tied at 3. Substitution now for the Vikings. Coming in and now serving is number 17. Check that's 27, Caroline Hurst. As the Blue Jays get the point to recapture the lead, 4-3. Caroline Hurst is a 5'9" freshman out of Mattia Valley in Aurora. And now Val Thomas will serve it here for the Blue Jays. From the back row, that one too strong. And so the Blue Jays take the 2-point lead here, 5-3. And so Val Thomas, the sophomore from Mount Prospect, will continue to serve. Val with 484 digs on the year, 26 aces. Nice dig in the back row there by Thomas. Near side here, kill attempt by Kayla Mast. Went long, and so it's 5-4 in favor of the Blue Jays. Abby Phelan will serve it here for the Vikings. And that one is in, so the point going to the Blue Jays. It's now 6-4. And now coming in for Elmhurst, and now serving will be Hannah Horn. Horn, a 5'8" freshman from Defiance, Ohio. 475 assists and 163 digs on the year for Hannah. Outside kill is good by Laura Hireman, her 158th kill of the season. And it is now 6-5 in favor of the Blue Jays. Graced by Elabach, the senior out of Homewood, Illinois, to serve. That one too strong. And we're tied at 6. Second tie of this first set. We were tied at, actually the third tie of this first set. We were tied at 2, tied at 3, and now tied at 6. Nice dig by Elabach. Nice dig that time by Zerline. Kayla Mass trying with the finesse. Nice job in the back that time by Zerline. And a point going to the Blue Jays. Well-deserved point. And now serving for the Blue Jays will be Kayla Mast. Mast, 5'10" sophomore from Quincy, Illinois. Nice effort in the back by Mast, but the point going to the Vikings, and we are tied at 7. Fourth tie of this first set. And now Olivia Doak, the sophomore from Crystal Lake Central, to serve. And that one too strong. And so now the point to the Blue Jays. Elmhurst recaptures the lead. The last game played here at R.A. Fagenal Hall for the Blue Jays was against Illinois Wesleyan. That block good, the combination between Zerline and Emily Duas. And it's now 9-7. It was last Wednesday, October 30th. Tough match. The Blue Jays lost in 5 against the Titans. Outside cross-court kill is good by Laura Heyerman, the junior from Washington, Illinois. And the Vikings are now within 1, 9-8. And now coming in to serve is Maddie Glatz, the senior out of Morton, Illinois. 20 aces on the season for her. Vikings now on the attack. And the kill goes to the freshman. That's Janiyah Davis, the freshman out of Harbor City, California. That's her 133rd kill of the season. We're tied at 9. And that one stays in. The kill is good by Ellie Burzloff. Burzloff had 9 kills on Saturday in the 3-set win against Beloit College. The Blue Jays were part of the Wisconsin Lutheran College Invitational over the weekend. They lost to Concordia University of Wisconsin in 5 sets. Came back and beat Beloit in 3 straight. Kill attempt by Brower. Defended nicely by the Vikings. Nice diving effort by Finkbeiner. Setting it up for the freshman, and it's off the fingertips of Emily Finkbeiner. And so Janiyah Davis gets another kill, and we're tied at 10. And so back to serve is Jessica Wynn. Vikings on the attack now, getting it over. The dig by Thomas, setting it up and getting the kill, Bailey Brower. Partially deflected at the net. Brower with 291 kills coming into this match. So she's the leader for this Blue Jays squad in kills. And another point for the Blue Jays, a double hit for Augustana. So it's a 2-point lead for the Blue Jays. Burzloff and Peyton Froats each had 9 kills in that second match on Saturday against Beloit. And placing it nicely, Bailey Brower. Wow, that was just in on the near sideline. So now the lead is 3. Biggest lead of this first set for the Blue Jays. Taylor Zerline continuing to serve. And a net violation against the Blue Jays, resulting in a Viking point. to make it 13-11. And now serving will be Caroline Hurst. Boy, this has been a tight set, and you have to figure that the whole match will be this close. Nice placement there by Kayla Mass. So Kayla gets the kill, and the Blue Jays back up by 3, 14-11. And Val Thomas will serve it now. CCIW Conference Tournament action opening round. Blue Jays and the Vikings live on BlueJayTV.com. That one way long on the backline kill attempt by Caroline Hurst. And so the Blue Jays lead by 4. Their biggest lead of this first set. The Blue Jays, by the way, here at R.A. Fagin Hall, just 3-9 on their home court this season. Oh, just off the top of the net, and it bounces back to the Blue Jay side. So a service error gives the Vikings the point to make it 15-12. And now serving for the Vikings will be Abby Phelan, the freshman out of Mendota, Illinois. Far side kill by Bailey Brower. So Brower with another kill, and the Blue Jays back up by 4. 16-12, coming in and now serving is Hannah Horn. Nice serve. The dig in the back row by Hurst. Partially blocked at the net by the Blue Jays. So the kill is going to go to Laura Heyerman, and it's 16-13. Blue Jays by 3. Grace Bielebach, the senior, to serve. Vikings on the attack. Heyerman from the back row gets it over. Free ball here for the Blue Jays. Nice kill by Kayla Mass. The block attempt at the net by the Vikings was no good, so the lead is back up to 4. And so Kayla Mass, 34 aces on the season for Kayla, will serve. Blue Jays by 4. Heyerman, oh, a beautiful dig by Val Thomas in the back row. Here's Zerline. Now the Vikings on the attack. Heyerman, nice block. Heyerman hits it high into the air. Vikings get it over. Diving effort, and now Heyerman. Dig in the back row. Good volley going here, and that kill is going to be good by Janiyah Davis. So Janiyah Davis with a number of kills here in this first set. It is now 17-14, Blue Jays by 3. Dig by Zerline. Nice dig in the back row there by Phelan. Blue Jays on the attack. Over here is Zerline, and Taylor gets the kill. Beautifully done by Taylor Zerline here on the near sideline. And the Blue Jays now lead by 4. And a timeout taken here by Kelly Bethke and the Augustana Vikings. So the Blue Jays, again, the winner of this game between the Blue Jays and the Vikings will head to Carthage on Thursday night for the conference semifinals against the number 1 seed Carthage. The other first round conference tournament game is at Millikin tonight, as the Big Blue hosting Wheaton. Millikin the number 3 seed, Wheaton the number 6 seed. The winner of that one will go to Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan on Thursday night. All right, so the Blue Jays enjoying their biggest lead of this first set. It's a 4-point lead right now, 18-14. Six ties so far here in this first set. And so after the Vikings timeout, Blue Jays will continue to serve. Peyton Froats serving. Froats with the dig. Hannah Horn setting it up to Emily Dewis. Dewis setting it up. Horn, and Zerline is going to get the kill. Beautiful assist by Hannah Horn, and it is now a 5-point lead, the biggest lead of this first set. Froats continuing to serve. Davis getting at the kill. Boy, Janiyah Davis is only a freshman, folks. She gets the kill to bring the Vikings to within 4. 19-15, and now Maddie Glatz will serve. Another lefty. To the far side. Boy, nice dig in the back row there by Glatz. Block attempt. Defended well by the Vikings, and getting the kill is Emily Dewis. Blue Jays by 5. We should mention that freshman Sabrina Yamashita is not in action. She's one of the top servers. She is out. Talked to her before the match, and it doesn't look like she will be in the match on Thursday if the Blue Jays can get by this one. Davis again from the middle. Dig by Thomas. And now the Vikings on the attack. Dig by Finkbeiner. The dink effort by Zerline, defended by the Vikings. Phelan blocked nicely by the Blue Jays. Davis gets it over. Thomas to the far side. Brower, yes. Bailey Brower gets the kill. 21-15, Blue Jays by 6. And another timeout taken by the Vikings. Kelly Bethke in her 6th season as the head coach of the Vikings. Augustana finished 16-14 a year ago. 4-4 in league play. Their best season under Coach Bethke was back in 2016 when the Vikings went 25-8. They finished 4-4 in league play that year as well. Back in 2014, Augustana went 24-9 under Coach Bethke. Of course, Julie Hall, the head coach for the Elmhurst College Blue Jays, now in her 27th season as the head coach at Elmhurst, a Blue Jay Backer Hall of Fame inductee. She is the first active head coach in Elmhurst history to be inducted into the Blue Jay Backer Hall of Fame. 4-time NCAA Division III Midwest Coach of the Year. Coach Hall also is an assistant athletic director and the senior woman administrator here at Elmhurst College. So her ball club leading by 6 here in the first set. It's the first round of the CCIW Conference Tournament. The dig by Finkbeiner, and it's blocked, but it's out of bounds, and so another point for the Blue Jays, 7-point lead. And Finkbeiner will serve. Emily with a nice serve, the knuckleball, if you will. And the attempted block, Emily Dewis went off her left hand and bounced here to the near sideline on Elmhurst side of the net, 22-16. Again, this is a rally scoring system. We play up to 25, and you do have to win by 2, and it is a best of 5. Partially blocked by Emily Dewis, but the kill is going to go to Grace Bialabach. Couple of points by the Vikings here. It's now 22-17, And Jessica Wynn will serve. Nice jump serve by Wynn. Wynn on the dig. And a kill is good by Emily Dewis. Dewis with 187 kills on the year coming into tonight's match. It's a well-balanced offensive unit by the Blue Jays. And the kill by Grace Bialabach. Diving effort by Thomas. 23-18. Blue Jays by 5. We are in the first set. And coming in to serve now is Caroline Hurst. 23-18 Blue Jays. Getting it over Thomas. No, she does not. And so it's now 23-19. Blue Jays by 4. Dig by Thomas. Far side is Brower. Oh, what a diving, great effort by Wynn, the libero for the Vikings. And they push it over at the front row by Bialabach, and it's 23-20, and a good timeout taken here by Julie Hall. 3 unanswered here by the Vikings. It was 23-17 just a moment ago, but now it's 23-20 in favor of the Blue Jays. We thank you again for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. Live coverage of this 2019 CCIW Women's Volleyball Tournament. This is the first round of the conference tournament. The Blue Jays with the number 4 seed. The Augustana Vikings, the number 5 seed. CCIW, by the way, entering its 74th season of competition. The 34th season for women's competition in the league. Was formed back in April of 1946 in Jacksonville, Illinois. So the Blue Jays looking for a side out here. Serving is Caroline Hurst for the Vikings. Finkbeiner with the setup and the kill by Kayla Mass. So now we are at set point, 24-20. And Val Thomas will serve. So the Blue Jays with an opportunity to take the first set here. Set point, 24-20. Thomas with the dig. Another nice dig by Thomas. Froats kept it alive. Cross-court kill is good by Kayla Mass. And the Blue Jays take the first set by a score of 25-20. Nice job by the Blue Jays as they led by 2, 13-11. But then played pretty well the second half of that first set to win by 5, 25-20. So they'll switch sides on the court, and we will get set for the second set of this match. So the Blue Jays sporting the Columbia blue jerseys. I have to admit, I like the uniforms. Navy blue pants, the navy blue numbers. And they're hoping that they can get a chance to go to Carthage on Thursday night. Carthage, I'm sure, probably logged on tonight to BlueJayTV.com and checking out the match here tonight. Beautiful Kenosha, Wisconsin. Well played game, well played first set. Not a lot of errors for both teams. I think there was 1 or 2 service errors for the Blue Jays, and that was it. I mentioned the balance on this Blue Jay team. So many different players with a large amount of kills for the Blue Jays. We talked about Bailey Brower leads the way with 291. Peyton Froats has 224 kills. Kayla Mass with 269 kills. Emily Dewis with 187 kills, and Taylor Zerline with 179 kills, and Ellie Burzlaff with 182 kills. So those are 6 players with at least 179 kills for the Blue Jays. As I mentioned earlier, Froats and Burzlaff had 9 kills apiece in that 3-set win on Saturday against Beloit College. So we are just about ready to go here. Mark Kruger along with Glenn Liljeberg as we bring you live Blue Jay Volleyball, opening round of the CCIW Conference Tournament. Blue Jays are out onto the court. Peyton Froats, Kayla Mast, Taylor Zerline, Emily Dewis, Emily Finkbeiner, and the libero, Val Thomas. Grace Bielovac coming out, Savannah Sparks as well, Janiyah Thomas, Brooke Harmon, and Olivia Doak out there for the Vikings. And out there as well is Caroline Hurst, but she's going to come out right away for Jessica Wynn, who's going to report in as the libero. Oh no, check that. Wynn comes in for Janiyah Davis. So we are just about ready to go here. The Blue Jays will serve to get this second set underway. And serving for the Blue Jays will be Emily Finkbeiner. Emily with 18 aces, 565 assists, 303 digs coming into tonight's match. Second set underway from R.A. Fagenal Hall. Bielovac's kill attempt was blocked nicely by the Blue Jays. Emily Dewis, Bailey Brower both there. I think it was Dewis that got the block. And so the Blue Jays get the first point here of the second set. And a beautiful dink effort, if you will, by Brooke Harmon. Well done. Brooke, a senior out of St. Louis, Missouri. And now Harmon will serve as we're tied at 1. Harmon with 34 aces on the season, a very good server for the Vikings, 183 kills. Nice dig in the back by Mast. Zerline, dig by Harmon, but they can't get it over. And so a beautiful kill, and the Blue Jays recapture the lead 2-1. And now serving is Taylor Zerline. Blue Jays looking for their 11th win of the season. They come in with a record of 10-21. Bielovac. And what's the call here? Emily Dewis went up against Davis, and there was a net violation against the Blue Jays, so we are tied at 2. And now Olivia Doak, the sophomore from Crystal Lake Central, will serve. Just underway here, the second set. Oh, a service ace as Val Thomas made a diving effort, but she couldn't quite get there, and so the service ace gives the Vikings a 1-point lead. 41st ace of the season for Doak. Setting it up by Bielovac, and that one is too strong. Or check that, it was partially deflected at the net by the Blue Jays. So the Vikings by 2, and Doak continuing to serve. 4-2 Vikings. We are in the early stages of the second set. And the Blue Jays let that one go, and it is too long and a bit wide as well. So the Blue Jays are now within one. Val Thomas will serve. Thomas, a sophomore, former Prospect Knight. Vikings now on the attack, and getting the kill is Davis. Boy, Davis has really been very impressive, the middle hitter for the Vikings, and Augie now back up by 2. Substitution coming in now to serve is Maddie Glatz. The southpaw senior hits it short. To the far side, it's Mast, and the Vikings defended nicely. Good block, and so it is now 6-3. Augie by 3. Their biggest lead of the second set. Another nice serve by Glatz as she goes to the second row this time. And the kill here on the near side by Bailey Brower. Brower brings the Blue Jays to within 2. And now coming in and serving will be Hannah Horn. Each team gets 15 substitutions per set. That's the limit here on the CCIW Division III level. The serve by Horn. Blocked. Wynn setting it up. Good block there in the back by Horn. I'll check that was Zerline that had the dig. Pushing it over is Ellie Burzlaff. So Ellie gets the Blue Jays to within 1. 6-5, and now Hannah Horn will serve. Chance for the Blue Jays to tie this one up. Back row, and it's a little too long by a couple of inches. Good job by the Vikings to let that one go, and Augie leads by 2. 7-5, and Jessica Wynn will serve. And she has a service error. A rare service error by Augustana here in this match, as the Blue Jays are now within 1. And that kill good by Laura Hireman. So the junior from Washington, Illinois, gives the Vikings the 2-point lead back. Coming in now and serving is Caroline Hurst, the 5'9" freshman. Blocked by the Vikings. Again, it's the Blue Jays on the attack. The dig in the back by Wynn. Hireman with the dig. Nice diving effort by Horn. And Burzlaff hits that one into the net. So the Vikings by 3, 9-6. The Blue Jays took the first set 25-20. Nice dig by Wynn. Hireman, the dig by Thomas. And nice job there by Ellie Burzlaff with the finesse shot. And now it's 9-7. The Blue Jays are within 2. Peyton Froats will serve. Peyton the junior from Downers Grove South, former Mustang. Good volleyball program there. And that kill is good by Emily Dewis. And the Blue Jays are within 1, 9-8. Elmhurst won a national championship in women's volleyball back in 1985. NCAA Division III national champions. Just nipping the top of the net and going over. That one too long by Laura Hireman, and we are now tied at 9. So we were tied at 2, and now we're tied at 9. Peyton Froats continuing to serve. Heyerman. Yes. So Laura gets the kill, and the Vikings recapture the lead. 10-9 as Grace Bialabach back into the game. Savannah Sparks will serve it. Sparks is a 5'7" junior out of Maroa Forsyth. Kill attempt by Zerline. Well played by the Vikings. The dig by Thomas. Almost hit the ceiling. Vikings now on the attack by Elabach. Couldn't get a lot on it. Nice block at the net by Augie. Here's Burzlaff. Back row dig by Sparks. Wynn gets it over. Free ball now for the Blue Jays. To the far side, Zerline. Yes! Taylor Zerline gets the kill, and we're tied at 10. Third tie of this second set. And now it's Emily Finkbeiner, the jump serve. Into the net, so the Blue Jays take the lead now 11-10. The first time since the Blue Jays led 2-1 that they led here in the second set. Dig by Thomas. Over here to the near side is Brower. Yes, Brower. Savannah Sparks couldn't quite handle it in the back row, and the Blue Jays lead by 2. Finkbeiner to serve. Boy, the Blue Jays would love to open up this second set. This is about the time in the first set where they sort of opened things up just a tad. And the kill is good by Zerline. Taylor Zerline. And a timeout taken. Yep, I was just going to say, this might be a good time for Kelly Bethke to call a timeout. So she burns one here with the Blue Jays leading by 3. It's their biggest lead of the second set. Taylor Zerline playing awful well as the outside hitter. And I'll tell you, it has been a total team effort. And the one thing that has pressed me tonight for the Blue Jays is not a lot of unforced errors. Both at the attack line, they've done a nice job with the digs in the back row of receiving serves. And not a lot of service errors. I mentioned that earlier as well. If you just logged on, it is Blue Jay Volleyball opening round of the CCIW Conference Tournament. The Blue Jays, the number 4 seed. The Vikings, the number 5 seed. We are in the middle of the second set. The Blue Jays took the first set 25-20. And now they lead it here in the second set 13-10. And you would love to get a point after the opposing team calls a timeout. Let's see if the Blue Jays can do that here. Emily Finkbeiner to serve. Vikings on the attack by Elabach. And the Vikings do indeed get the point after their timeout to make it 13-11. Brooke Harmon to serve. Brooke looking over for placement instructions on the serve. Gets it to the back row. Oh, nice job by Bailey Brower to find an opening. She gets it through the 2 would-be blockers for the Vikings. And the lead is back up to 3 for the Blue Jays. Zerline to serve. Nice serve. Sparks with the dig in the back row. Cross-court kill attempt is good by Bailey Brower. And so now the Blue Jays lead by 4 here in the second set. Elmhurst trying to take a commanding 2-0 lead in this match. Zerline to serve. And that one is too long. So a rare service error by the Blue Jays. And it's now 15-12. And a service ace for Augustana. 15-13. Olivia Doak, one of the leaders for the Vikings in service aces. I mentioned she had 40 coming into the match. She gets one there. Mast gets it over for the Blue Jays. Now it's Bialabak, and the Blue Jays going to get the point. So 4 hits for the Vikings. It's now 16-13. Blue Jays by 3. Val Thomas to serve. Both benches on their respective feet here during this entire match. Bialabak goes with the finesse shot, and she will be successful. It's now 16-14, and on the rotation, Maddie Glatz coming in to serve. Number 16. The Vikings trailing by 2. Gets the placement instruction from head coach Kelly Bethke. Dug in the back row by Thomas. Over here is Brower, and too strong. So just like that, the Vikings trail by just 1. Key moment here in the second set. Mast with the dig, and the kill attempt is good by Peyton Froats. Big point by Elmhurst. 17-15. The Blue Jays lead it by 2. And now it's H squared. Hannah Horn coming in to serve. Blue Jays by 2 here. We are in the middle of the second set. And a double hit by the Vikings. Big point. Blue Jays by 3. 18-15. And Hannah continuing to serve. Oh, she goes with a high floater this time. And that kill good by Davis. Janiyah Davis gets the kill. Vikings are within 2. Boy, Davis has really been impressive. Just a freshman. She comes out of the game, win to serve. And that one stays in the corner, so Froats gets the kill. And the Blue Jays back up by 3. And Kayla Mass will serve. Blue Jays looking to get to that 20-point crunch time. That one too strong. Service errors. The Blue Jays are going to have to wait to get to 20. Instead, it's 19-17. And now coming in to serve is Brooke Keegan, the senior out of Ladd, Illinois. L-A-D-D. Setting it up to Zerline, and it's blocked, and the point going to the Vikings. So a huge block by Augustana, and the Vikings are within 1. Keegan with a chance to tie, and it's long. 20-18, Blue Jays by 2. Peyton Froats to serve. And Julie Hall looking for her Blue Jays to finish strong here in the second set. They lead this match 1-0. Nice job by Mast. Zerline pushes it over, and it was a double hit. A double hit by Zerline, and it's 20-19. Coming in to serve for Augie is Savannah Sparks. And Sparks trying to tie the second set up. 20-19 Blue Jays. Horn setting it up. Zerline partially blocked at the net by the Vikings. And the kill is good by Brooke Harmon. Harmon's kill ties the second set up at 20. We're going to have a great finish to the second set, folks. Vikings now on the attack. Here's Bialabak, and it's in. So Grace gets the kill, and the Vikings take the lead. Timeout taken by Julie Hall and the Blue Jays. Boy, a nice little comeback here for Augustana. The Blue Jays led 19-16. They led by 3, but then the Vikings went on a 5-1 run to take a 1-point lead here, 21-20. Critical point here in the second set, coming up after this Blue Jay timeout. Again, the Blue Jays looking to take a 2-0 lead in this opening round match. Meanwhile, the Augustana Vikings looking to tie this match up at 1. A good crowd on hand here tonight at R.A. Fagnall Hall, enjoying Blue Jay volleyball. And we're delighted that you are logged on to BlueJayTV.com as well. My name is Mark Kruger, joined by my dear friend Glenn Liljeberg. And we appreciate you logging on to Blue Jay Volleyball. All right, friends, here we go. Savannah Sparks will serve after the Blue Jay timeout. 21-20, Augustana. And getting the kill straight up the middle was Ellie Burzloff. So now we are tied at 21. Fifth tie of the second set. Emily Finkbeiner. Blue Jays get it over, and the kill by Grace Bialabak. Bialabak didn't have to do much except jump, and she knocked it straight down in the middle of the Blue Jays side of the court. Davis back in. She'll set up in the middle on the front row for the Vikings. Augustana by 1. 22-21. Front row kill by Zerline. And we are tied at 22. Again, we played at 25 and you have to win by 2. Doak setting it up to Bialabak. Nice block by the Blue Jays. Bialabak again. She goes with a dink effort. The Blue Jays get it over. Doak setting it up. Davis, yes. Janiyah Davis with another kill straight up the middle, and the Vikings lead it by 1. Boy, Janiyah Davis has been a force up the middle for the Vikings. Augie by 1, and that kill attempt goes wide. Blue Jays looking for the call, not going to get it, and now it's set point for Augustana. 24-22, and Julie Hall wants to talk things over. Good timeout taken by Coach Hall. And she decides to take a timeout as her Blue Jays are facing set point here, 24-22. Mentioned Julie Hall. She came to Elmhurst back in 1994. And in just her second season as the head coach, the Blue Jays posted a 21-20 record. She won her first CCIW championship in 1998. And what a job she has done as the head coach here of the Blue Jays. As I mentioned earlier, the first active head coach in Elmhurst history to be inducted into the Blue Jay Backer Hall of Fame. And a well-deserved honor for Coach Hall. All right, here we go, friends. Set point. Olivia Doak will serve, 24-22. Vikings looking to tie this match up. Blue Jays now back on the attack, and miscommunication between Zerline and Finkbeiner, and the second set goes to the Vikings, 25-22. Tough way to end the second set here for the Blue Jays, but we will go to a third set as the teams go back to their original sides of the court. Little Brian Adams blaring here at R.A. Fagina Hall, summer of '69. As we get set for the third set again, if you just logged on to BlueJayTV.com, the Blue Jays took the first set by a score of 25-20. And Elmhurst led 19-17, but Augustana closed out nicely. Augustana went on a 9-4 run, check that, a 9-3 run to close out the second set. Augustana wins the second set 25-22, and now we are just about ready for the third set. Again, the winner of this opening round will head to the conference semifinals on Thursday night to take on the number 1 seed, Carthage. They get a bye in the first round, just like Illinois Wesleyan gets a bye. Illinois Wesleyan is the number 2 seed in the conference, and Illinois Wesleyan will host the winner of the Milliken-Wheaton first round match. That match is being played tonight in Decatur. Milliken, the number 3 seed, Wheaton, the number 6 seed. Blue Jay football team will be in action this Saturday at North Park. And they'll be at home, their final home game of the regular season, a week from this Saturday, when they take on the league-leading Wheaton Thunder. That'll be at Langhorse Field to close out the regular season for Coach McDonald and the Blue Jay football team, coming off a tough loss on Saturday against the Cardinals of North Central College. All right, so both teams getting their final instructions in their respective huddles. Augustana Vikings coming back out onto the court. And the Blue Jays breaking huddle, and now the Blue Jays are back out onto the court as we get set for this third set. Boy, that was a tough one to take for the Blue Jays, as they could have been up 2-0, but instead it is simply now a best of 3, as both teams winning a set here tonight. So it'll be the Augustana Vikings to serve here to start this third set. Jessica Wynn, the junior out of Caneland High School, will serve it here for the Vikings to get this third set underway. Well, no, it's not going to be Wynn. It's going to be Abby Phelan. Pardon me. Phelan, the freshman, will get things going. There's the whistle, and this third set is underway from R.A. Fagina Hall. Far side, Brower. Wynn gets it over for the Vikings. Free ball now for the Blue Jays. Far side, and getting the kill is Emily Dewis. So Dewis gets the Blue Jays on the board first here in this third set. 1-0 in favor of Elmhurst. Zerline on the serve by Ellenbach. Zerline with the dig. Getting it over is Thomas. Far side by Ellenbach. Whoa, she did not get all of that. Boy, that went off the side of her hand. And Emily Dewis kind of got crossed up a little bit. And we're tied at 1. Brooke Harmon to serve. Nice diving effort by Finkbeiner. Blue Jays get it over, and it was out. So 2 quick points by the Vikings, and it's 2-1, Augie. Brooke Harmon will serve it. Brooke with 34 aces on the year coming into tonight's match. Davis will have the easy kill. And it is now, well, check that. They're giving the point to the Blue Jays. So it was a net violation against Davis. So we are now tied at 2. Val Thomas will serve. By Elabach. Nice dig by Thomas. The block effort was not there for Augustana, so the point to the Blue Jays as Elmhurst recaptures the lead. And Val Thomas will serve. Blue Jays by 1. By Elabach tries to dink it over. Well played by the Blue Jays. Blocked by Davis. Bailey Brower gets the kill. So Brower's kill gives the Blue Jays a 2-point lead, 4-2. And Val Thomas will serve. 4-2 Blue Jays. We are in the third set. And that one stays in. It's a service ace. Val Thomas with 26 service aces coming into this match. Big one there early on here in this third set. Blue Jays by 3, 5-2. Win with the dig in the back. Now an opportunity for the Blue Jays. Cross by Brower is too long. Blue Jays asking for a deflection. The officials say no. And so Olivia Doak will serve it here for the Vikings. Blue Jays by 2. 5-3. Doak, the sophomore from Crystal Lake Central. And that one stays in, so a service ace for Olivia. And it's 5-4 Blue Jays. Olivia with a nice serve just over the top of the net. Partially blocked. Wins setting it up to Elabach, and she's going to get the kill. And just like that, we're tied at 5. Second tie of this third set. We were tied at 1, and now we're tied at 5. Olivia Doak continuing to serve. Dig in the back by Mast. Far side is Brower, yes. Oh no, a great dig by Wynn to keep the point alive. Oh, and hitting it into the net, Peyton Froats. Boy, a nice dig by Jessica Wynn to keep that point alive, and the Vikings get the point. Well-deserved point by Augustana. Froats gets it over, and a whistle and a net violation. And now we're tied at 6. Substitution for the Blue Jays coming in and now serving as Hannah Horn. There have been 4 ties in this third set. Tied at 1, tied at 2, tied at 5, and now tied at 6. By Elabach. Partially deflected at the net. So the Vikings recapture the lead. 7-6. Substitution coming in now serving is Maddie Glatz. Vikings by 1. Nice block by the Vikings. Thomas, here's Mast. And now it's Augie in the attack. Davis pushes it over. Nice dig by Horn. To the far side, this is Hireman. Her cross-court kill attempt is long. And so now we're tied at 7. Fifth tie of this third set. Kayla Mast to serve. Pushing it over there was Froats. Zerline almost with the kill. And it's going to be hitting the shoulder of the Blue Jays, so that's going to result in a double hit. And the point going to the Vikings, so it's 8-7. 1 point lead here for the Vikings. Win on the serve. Oh, not getting that one. Ellie Burzlaff didn't quite get all of it, and now it's a 2-point lead for the Vikings. Timeout taken by Julie Hall. Blue Jays led by 2 a couple times here in this third set. This is the biggest lead for the Vikings. The lead is 2 now for Augustana. As expected, a good tight match here from R.A. Fagnall Hall. Blue Jays won the first set 25-20. The Vikings came back and took the second set 25-22. And now we are in the midst of the third set with Augustana leading 9-7. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. So glad to have you logged on. The 2 semifinals will be played on Thursday night. The conference championship will be played Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock to determine who will be the 2019 CCIW conference champions. Well, it goes without saying that the winner of this set will certainly be in the driver's seat. Jessica Wynn, the junior, will continue to serve for the Vikings. Jump serve for the southpaw. Vikings on the attack. Hireman. And the Blue Jays can't handle that one. So Hireman gets the kill. The Vikings lead by 3. 10-7, Augie. Jessica Wynn on the jump serve again. Nips the top of the net and goes over. Zerlene's kill attempt goes into the net and bounces back. It is now a 4-point lead for the Vikings. And you have to think that Julie Hall may want to burn a timeout if the Vikings get another point here. Critical point. Zerlene gets it over. Setting it up here to the near side. Nice dig by Mast, but can't quite getting it here by Thomas. It is now a 5-point lead. And Coach Hall does not take a timeout. Vikings by 5. And Wynn with the service error. So that'll stop the run, 12-8. And now Peyton Froats will serve. Boy, that stopped a 5-0 run for the Vikings. We were tied at 7. Here's Hireman. Setting it up here to Zerline, who pushes it over to the back row. Near side, and the cross-court kill good by Taylor Stager, the senior from Goodhue, Minnesota. And it is now 13-8, Vikings by 5. We're in the middle of the third set. Wynn gets it over. Free ball here for the Blue Jays. Another free ball opportunity here. Thomas setting it up. Zerline. Wynn gets the dig. And the kill. Emily Dewis will get credit for the kill. Blue Jays get the point. 13-9. And now coming in to serve will be Emily Finkbeiner. Emily, boy, let's hope she can get on a roll here. Blue Jays trailing by 4. Dig by Wynn. Here's Hireman, and she gets the kill. 14-9. Boy, we got a good match here. 2 evenly matched teams. Bailey Brower back into the game. And coming in to serve for the Vikings is Abby Phelan. The freshman with a good knuckleball serve. Brower gets it over. Wynn with the dig from the back row. That was Doak. Or check that, that was Sparks, 24. Blocked at the net by the Vikings, and it lands on the Blue Jays side. It's now 15-9, and now Julie Hall wants a timeout. So Augustana leading now by a score of 15-9. An 8-2 run for Augustana since this third set was tied at 7. So let's hope that Coach Hall can stop the bleeding here, and maybe the Blue Jays can go on a bit of a run here. Good timeout taken by Coach Hall. Her Blue Jays trailing now by 6. As the late great Eddie Money, you can hear in the background here at R.A. Faginal Hall. Vikings back out onto the court. They're visiting white jerseys. The Blue Jays with the Columbia blue jerseys. 15-9 in favor of Augustana. Abby Phelan will serve. Vikings leading it by 6. Straight up the middle, boy, that's a much needed kill by the Blue Jays to make it 15-10. Bailey Brower getting the kill. So now Taylor Zerline serving. Blue Jays trailing by 5. By Ellenbach. Thomas setting it up to the front. Here's Brower, yes. Bailey Brower getting another point, and it's 15-11. So a couple of quick points after the Blue Jay timeout. Taylor Zerline, the junior from Shorewood. And getting it over is Kayla Mast. They set it up here to the near side, and the cross-court kill is good by Brooke Harmon. It was either by Ellenbach at the top or Harmon here on the bottom on the near side. They went with Harmon, and Brooke delivered. 16-11, Vikings by 5. And now serving is Brooke Harmon. Mast gets it over with velocity by Ellenbach. Too strong, point Blue Jays. 16-12. Val Thomas will serve. Third set, match tied at 1. Vikings lead by 4, 16-12 by Ellenbach. Great diving effort by Finkbeiner. Dig in the back by Sparks. Nice job by Thomas in the back row. Mast, good diving effort by Ellenbach to keep the point alive. Here's by Ellenbach, and she hits that one into the net, point for the Blue Jays. 16-13, Blue Jays trying to come back here. Val Thomas to serve. Elmhurst trails by 3. Another nice serve for Thomas. Far side by Ellenbach. Mast on the dig. Blocked nicely by the Blue Jays. Augie now on the attack. From the back row, Phelan. Brower pushes it over. Now Augie on the attack. Wins, setting it up by Ellenbach. The dig by Thomas. And we got a violation at the net. A net violation against the Blue Jays. Coach Hall not happy about that, but Augie gets the point, 17-13. Vikings by 4, and now she's getting an explanation from the R2, Dean Hoskin. Olivia Doak to serve. Vikings by 4. Nice job by Peyton Froats to get the kill. 17-14. And now coming in to serve is Hannah Horn. Hannah hoping to put a string of serves together. Blue Jays trail by 4. We're in the third set. By Alabak. Dig by Thomas. Dig by Wynn. Davis's kill attempt nicely blocked by the Blue Jays. And that kill is going to be successful by Taylor Stager. Boy, that was a big point. The Vikings now lead by 4. And now coming in to serve Maddie Glatz. Augie by 4 here in the third set. Win. This is Hireman. Zerline to Burzloff. Setting it up in the middle. Davis. Thomas on the dig. Here's Mast. Blocked into the net. Point to the Blue Jays. Blue Jays trail by 3. 18-15. And now Kayla Mast, one of the better servers for the Blue Jays. Froats on the dig. Froats again. Blocked nicely by Elmhurst. Big point here. Dink effort. Thomas comes up. Vikings push it into the back row. Hannah Horn setting it up. Zerline. Win with the dig. Here's Hireman. Oh, and coming over, Mast took it right in front of Val Thomas. A little bit of miscommunication right there. I don't think Mast knew that Thomas was behind her. 4-point lead for the Vikings, 19-15. The dig by Thomas. Horn setting it up to Zerline. So Zerline gets a kill, 19-16, Augie. Peyton Froats to serve. Substitution for the Blue Jays. Katie Brown coming in, the 5'9" sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri. Katie now serving. Blue Jays trailing by 3. The dig by Mast. Horn setting it up. And that one goes out of bounds. So the kill by Emily Dewis. And it is now a 2-point lead for Augustana. And a timeout taken by Kelly Bethke and the Vikings. So a nice little comeback here for the Blue Jays. They found themselves trailing by 6 earlier in this match. They were down 15-9, but they have fought back nicely and they trail now by just 2 as the Vikings burn a timeout here as they find themselves trailing by, or the Vikings leading by 2, 19-17. Live volleyball action from R.A. Fagnall Hall. Blue Jays and the Vikings, CCIW opening round conference tournament. So glad you logged on to BlueJayTV.com. We are in the third set. Blue Jays won the first set 25-20. Vikings took the second set 25-22. And now here in the third set, the Blue Jays trail by 2. Katie Brown continuing to serve for the Blue Jays. And it's going to be an ace. Katie Brown and the Blue Jays are now trailing by 1. And a chance to tie this third set up. Mast with the dig, kill attempt by Burzlaff. From the back row, that's Mast again. Setting it up to Hireman. Mast with a diving dig. Brown from the back row. Wow, how about Katie Brown coming in and doing a nice job in the back row and a nice job serving as we are tied at 19. Great job by the Blue Jays of coming back. Remember, they trailed by 6 early on in this match, in this set. And that kill is good by Burzlaff. And that kill gives the Blue Jays a 1-point lead. Timeout taken by the Vikings. The Blue Jays recapture the lead, 20-19. Boy, what a great comeback for the Blue Jays. Since they were trailing 15-9, the Blue Jays have went on an 11-4 run. And they lead now by 1, 20-19. Boy, what a great comeback. They've been sparked here lately by number 16, Katie Brown. She's a 5'9" sophomore. She hasn't seen much action tonight or this season, for that matter, but the sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri, has been a spark for the Blue Jays here in this third set. And Brown remains the server. See if Elmhurst can go up by 2 as they have reached that 20 mark. Crunch time, as I like to call it. Blue Jays by 1. Horn setting it up. Zerline blocked at the net by the Vikings. Hireman blocked. Horn set it up to Dewis. Horn again to Dewis, yes. Well, if you don't succeed, try again. Horn and Dewis with a beautiful combination. And the Blue Jays lead by 2. Brown has been on a nice run here for the Blue Jays serving. Free ball here for Elmhurst. Mast setting it up. Burzlaff. Zerline, and she runs into the net. Point for the Vikings. 21-20. Brooke Keegan to serve. Blue Jays by 1. Vikings trying to tie this third set up. Hannah Horn has done a beautiful job of setting her teammates up. Here, she sets up Burzlaff. And this time she sets up Dewis. And the cross-court kill by Burzlaff is wide to the bottom of your monitor. And we're tied at 21. Brooke Keegan will serve. 21-21, we're in the third set. Horn set it up to Dewis. Kill by Burzlaff, controlled by the Vikings. Nice block at the net. It looked like that was Emily Dewis with the block. Blue Jays by 1. Dewis with 87 blocks coming into this match. The leader of the Blue Jays in that category comes up with a big block there. Blue Jays by 1. Emily Finkbeiner will serve. Boy, how huge would this point be? Blue Jays trying to go up by 2. To the far side, Phelan gets it over. Brower gets the kill. Bailey Brower gives the Blue Jays a 2-point lead. 23-21. The end of the third set. And that kill goes to Brooke Harmon. 23-22. And coming in now is Grace Bialabak. And look for the Vikings to go to her, the 6-foot senior outside hitter. Abby Phelan to serve. And a whistle before the serve, as the officials did not give the okay to serve, as they're checking things out with the official scorer. And now we are ready to go. And there's the whistle, and now Phelan is ready to go. Blue Jays by 1. Finkbeiner setting it up, pushing it over Brower. Here's Bialabak with the kill. Grace Bialabak ties it up at 23. Again, you have to win by 2. Abby Phelan continuing to serve. A critical point for both teams. Zerline, the dig by Wynn. Here's Bialabak. Too strong. Set point for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst looking to go up 2-1. Zerline serving. Dig by Finkbeiner. Here's Brower. Bialabak. Finkbeiner setting it up. Mast. Bialabak again. Off the hand of Finkbeiner, and we're tied at 24. And again, you have to win by 2. Brooke Harmon will serve. Again, the winner will head to Carthage on Thursday night. Here's Brower. Nice dig by Phelan in the back row. Phelan gets it over. Setting it up. Here's Brower again. The dig by Sparks. Here's Mast. The dig by Harmon. Harmon from the back row gets it over. Free ball for the Blue Jays. And pushing it over nicely. And the point going to the Blue Jays. 25-24 set point. Let's end this one with an ace. How about it? Val Thomas has 26 aces coming into this match. Blue Jays by 1, 25-24. Davis. And we're tied at 25. Oh, man. What a match. Now coming in to serve, Olivia Doak. Well, the Blue Jays and the Illinois Wesleyan Titans went to 5 last Wednesday. Maybe the Blue Jays and the Vikings will go 5 here tonight. Who knows? Davis blocked. It goes out of bounds. 26-25, Augustana. And now it's set point for the Vikings. Olivia Doak to serve. The dig by Mast. Far side is Brower. Nice dig by Doak. Bialabak. Thomas with the dig. Brower, or no? Vikings take the third set. Well, they had Bailey set up, but Brower unable to get it over. She hits that one into the net, and the Vikings take the third set 27-25. So we will head to the fourth set. What a set. Both teams battling it out. Augustana led by 6. The Vikings came back, and the Blue Jays, I should say, came back nicely and led by 2, 23-21. But ultimately, the third set went to the Vikings, 27-25. And now Augie leads 2-1 as we go to a fourth set. Whoa. Again, this is the opening round of the 2019 CCIW Women's Volleyball Tournament. The Blue Jays, the number 4 seed. The Augustana Vikings, the number 5 seed. Again, the winner of tonight's match will play Carthage on Thursday night. The other first round match tonight in the CCIW, Milliken is hosting Wheaton. The Big Blue, the number 3 seed, Wheaton, the number 6 seed. Your first 2 seeds get an opening round bye, that being Carthage and Illinois Wesleyan. We are coming to you live from R.A. Faginal Hall. We are on the campus of Elmhurst College in Elmhurst for Division III NCAA college volleyball. And what a match. Elmhurst took the first set 25-20. The Vikings taking the second set 25-22, and Augustana taking the third set 27-25. So we are ready to go here. The Blue Jays to your left, the Vikings to your right. Taylor Zerline checks in, and the Vikings, or I should say the Blue Jays, will serve here to start the fourth set. And serving it will be Emily Finkbeiner. Emily, a 5'4" sophomore from Saline, Michigan. Fourth set underway. To the near side here, Brower, and it stays in, and the point to Elmhurst. So a good start to the fourth set here for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst took the first point in 3 of the first 4 sets. Dig in the back by Finkbeiner. Here's Brower. Yes, another point for Bailey Brower. So the Blue Jays now lead it 2-0. Elmhurst trying to force a deciding 5th set. The Vikings looking to take this one in 4. Dig by Finkbeiner. Brower with another kill. So Bailey Brower, great start to this fourth set. Blue Jays lead it by a score of 3-0. As Emily Finkbeiner continuing to serve. Really good start to this fourth set. Block. Here's by Elabach again. Finkbeiner. Kill attempt by Zerline, defended by the Vikings, by Elabach. Wow, what a great dig by Thomas. Here's Zerline. Skims the top of the net, and it stays in. So another point for the Blue Jays. 4-0 Elmhurst. And Kelly Bethke does not call a timeout. Serving, continuing, is Finkbeiner, and that's a service error. 4-1 Blue Jays. Serving Brooke Harmon. Blue Jays by 3. Blocked by Alabak. Davis, and the Blue Jays can't defend that one. Blocked for Janaya. 2 quick points for the Vikings, and it's 4-2. Harmon will serve. We are in the 4th set. Augustana leads the match 2-1. Great effort by Finkbeiner to keep it alive. We got a whistle and a net violation. Point for Augustana, and it's 4-3. So the Vikings with 3 unanswered. Augie trying to tie this one up. 4-3 Blue Jays service error. So that not only gives the Blue Jays the point, Elmhurst will serve. Taylor Zerline will do the honors. Back row kill is good by Abby Phelan. And so now it's 5-4. Got the Blue Jays without the service of freshman Sabrina Yamashita. She's been injured. She comes in and serves in the rotation, but she is not in the lineup tonight for Coach Hall. Wynn gets it over from the back row. To the far side, Mass blocked by Davis, and the point for Augustana. And we're tied at 5. So after the Blue Jays led 4-0, Augie comes back with a nice little run, and we're tied at 5. Here's Brower. Blocked, deflected at the net. Davis too strong. Blue Jays recapture the lead 6-5. Val Thomas will serve. We're in the 4th set. Here's by Alabak. And the dig attempt by Zerline goes the other way. Instead of going north, the ball went south on Taylor. And we're tied at 6. Well, at this time of the game, we're in the middle of the 4th set. Fatigue, perhaps. It's been a grueling match. Mass, yes. Kayla Mass getting the kill. The Blue Jays back up by 1. Now coming in to serve is Hannah Horn. Bailey Brower will come out of the game. Emily Finkbeiner comes out of the game also. Blue Jays by 1. Hannah Horn to serve. Horn setting it up to Mast. Nice block by the Vikings. Mast again gets it over. Blocked. Nice dig by Horn in the back. Thomas to Burzlaff. Now Augustana. Hireman, yes. Laura Hireman with the kill, and we're tied at 7. Boy, whoever gets the least amount of unforced errors, I think is going to win this one. Jessica Wynn will serve. Hireman gets it over. Horn setting it up here to the near side, and Burzlaff gets it over. Nice push into the back row by Peyton Froats. It's 8-7, Blue Jays by 1. And now Kayla will serve. Kayla, a fine server this season for the Blue Jays. Setting it up here to the near side, Burzlaff. Blocked at the net by the Blue Jays. That was Peyton Froats. She had 57 blocks coming into the match tonight. And now the Blue Jays lead by 2. Kayla Mast will serve. Val Thomas couldn't handle that one in the back row. 9-8, Blue Jays by 1. Savannah Sparks comes in and she'll serve. Elmhurst by 1. Hireman gets it over, Mass lets it go, and it's too long. Blue Jays get the point, and Elmhurst leads by 2, 10-8. Peyton Froats will serve. Quickly off the bench coming into the game now is Abby Phelan. She comes in for Laura Hireman. Phelan is a freshman from Mendota, Illinois. And now coming in for the Blue Jays is Katie Brown. Katie Brown did a nice job of serving towards the end of that third set. And she gets a service ace here. Blue Jays back up by 3. Well, that 3-point lead, actually the largest lead of this fourth set. They led by 2 several times. Blue Jays by 3. Great diving effort by Horn. Free ball for the Vikings. Blocked at the net, nicely done by the Blue Jays. That was Taylor Zerline getting her hand on it. The Blue Jays by 4. Elmhurst's biggest lead of this fourth set. Doak setting it up, and Horn got a hand on it. But the Vikings get the point. It is now 12-9. And Bialabak coming in now for the Vikings. Coming in for the Blue Jays is Val Thomas, the libero. Abby Phelan will continue to serve it here. 12-9, Blue Jays by 3. We are in the middle of the fourth set. Horn played it nicely off the net. Blocked by the Blue Jays. Horn setting it up. Getting it over was Dewis. By Elabach. Nice dig in the back by Phelan. By Elabach. Diving effort by Thomas. And the diving effort by Horn. She couldn't quite get there. Boy, oh boy, both teams are giving just a valiant effort here in this fourth set. The Vikings get the point though, and the Blue Jays lead by 2. Horn setting it up. Zerline. Partially blocked at the net by Augustana. Horn setting it up here to the near side to Burzlaff. And the point goes to Augustana as it was wide. Three unanswered points here for Augustana. The Blue Jays lead is now 1. Zerline partially blocked by the Vikings. The dink effort is successful. Val Thomas dove for it, but she was a bit tardy. And just like that, we're tied at 12. Boy, oh boy. It was 12-8 a moment ago. 4 straight for Augustana. And Abby Phelan couldn't handle that. In the back row, the Blue Jays recapture the lead 13-12. Emily Finkbeiner coming in to serve. Bailey Brower checks into the front line for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst by 1. And getting the kill is Emily Dewis. So Emily brings the Blue Jays back up by 2. Emily, a 5'9" sophomore from Sheldon, Illinois. The dig by Thomas. Brower, nice dig by Wynn, the libero in the back row. By Elabach's going to get the kill for Augustana. Vikings are within 1. And now Brooke Harmon will serve with a chance for Augustana to tie this one up. Blue Jays by 1. Free ball now for the Vikings. Here's Bialabak. Stays in, and Augustana has tied this one up. We are tied at 14. Brooke Harmon continuing to serve. And a service error for Brooke as the Blue Jays recapture the lead. Boy, several times in this set, the Vikings have tied it up, but the Blue Jays have come right back to recapture the lead. Taylor Zerline serving. And the Vikings can't get there. It's a service ace for Zerline. Blue Jays back up by 2. 16-14. And the Vikings cannot get it over. Another point for Elmhurst. It's a 3-point lead for the Blue Jays. And a timeout taken by Kelly Bethke and the Vikings. So a good timeout taken here by Augustana as we are in the middle of the 4th set. If you've just logged on, first of all, where have you been? Because this has been one heck of a match here tonight at R.A. Fagenal Hall. Opening round of the 2019 CCIW Women's Volleyball Conference Tournament. Elmhurst, your number 4 seed, taking on Augustana, the number 5th seed. The winner of tonight's match will head to Carthage on Thursday night to take on the number 1 seed. The other opening round match being played tonight, the number 3 seed Milliken is hosting the number 6 seed Wheaton. That match being played in Decatur tonight. The winner of that one will head to Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan on Thursday night. Illinois Wesleyan, the number 2 seed. So both Carthage and Illinois Wesleyan got a first round bye as they earned the top 2 seeds in the tournament. So the Blue Jays lead is 3. Zerline to serve. Big point here for the Blue Jays. Dig by Thomas. Brower blocked by Augie. Win with the dig by Elabach. And what's the call? 4 hits. A net violation against the Blue Jays. So it's a point for the Vikings to make it 17-15. Olivia Doak will serve. To the far side, it's Mass. Cross-court kill attempt is wide. 2 quick points here for the Vikings, and Augustana now is within 1. 17-16. Mass can't handle it. It's a service ace. 40 aces for Doak coming into this match, and 3 straight points for Augustana. Julie Hall burns a timeout here. Tied at 17. Boy, that's how quick the momentum can shift in this game. Just a moment ago, the Blue Jays led 17-14. But 3 quick points by the Vikings, and just like that, we're tied at 17. Augustana trying to close out the match in 4. The Blue Jays trying to force a 5th and deciding set. Glad you're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. Delighted to bring you all the action here tonight from R.A. Fagenal Hall. Producer and director and engineer Glenn Liljeberg. We thank Kevin Juday, the Director of Sports Information here at Elmhurst, for providing us with the rosters and the stats. All right, here we go. Tied at 17, 4th set. Brower. And it goes out of bounds. Point to the Blue Jays. So after the timeout, the Blue Jays go with their leading kill person, Bailey Brower. And Brower delivers. Blue Jays by 1. Val Thomas to serve. Blue Jays keep it alive. And a misplay in the front row by the Vikings. Elmhurst leads now by 2. 19-17. Elmhurst 1 point away from getting to that 20-point number. Crunch time, I like to call it. Again, we played at 25, and you have to win by 2. Here's by Elabach. Dig by Thomas. And Froats gets the point. Well, 3 straight points for the Blue Jays. As the momentum shifts back to Elmhurst. 3-point lead for Elmhurst. Second time tonight that they've led by 3 here in this 4th set. By Elabach, yes. Grace by Elabach gets the kill, and the Vikings are within 2. Boy, oh boy, both teams are going with their kill leaders. By Elabach steps out, and now coming in to serve is Maddie Glatz. Glatz looking over at Kelly Bethke for placement instructions. Up the middle, and the kill is good by Bailey Brower. The lead is now 3 for the Blue Jays, 21-18. And now Hannah Horn comes in, and Hannah will serve. Blue Jays by 3. Nice serve by Hannah. Hannah setting it up here to the near side to Burzloff. Glatz. Wynn gets it over. Horn setting it up. Here's Froats. Now Augustana on the attack. Wynn. Getting it over was Hireman. Froats blocked by Davis. And the whistle and a double hit. A double hit against the Blue Jays. 21-19. And now Jessica Wynn to serve. 21-19 Blue Jays. Horn setting it up. Here's Burzloff. Blocked by the Vikings. This time it's Mast. Wynn with the dig. Horn gets it up. Mast hits it into the net. Another point for the Vikings, and it's 21-20. Whoa, my. Another great finish here to this 4th set. Wynn. Wynn on the dig. Doak setting it up. Here's Mast getting it over for the Blue Jays. Opportunity here. Horn. And Froats gets the kill. Peyton Froats set up by Hannah Horn. And the Blue Jays lead is 2. 22-20. Kayla Mast to serve. Blue Jays 3 points away from extending this match to 5. Hireman. The dig by Zerline. Mast gets it over just barely. And the kill by Peyton Froats. Well, Peyton didn't have to move much. She just jumped straight up. And a timeout taken. Timeout by Kelly Bethke and the Augustana Vikings. 3-point lead again for the Blue Jays. That's the 3rd time in this 4th set that the Blue Jays have led by 3. They led 17-14, and then 3 straight points for the Vikings to tie it up at 17. The Blue Jays led 21-18, and now they lead again by 3, 23-20. Elmhurst 2 points away from extending this to a deciding 5th set. Needless to say, this is a huge point coming out of this timeout. Augustana back out onto the court. The Blue Jays breaking their huddle with head coach Julie Hall. And Kayla Mast will serve. Kayla Mast is a 5'10 sophomore from Quincy, Illinois. 23-20 Blue Jays. Here we go. And that one is out. Not a good time for a service error. 23-21. And now coming into service, Savannah Sparks. Blue Jays by 2. Froats gets it over and a point. Peyton Froats with the point, and it's now set point for the Blue Jays. 24-21. And now coming in is Katie Brown. She's done well serving tonight. Another good serve for Brown. Brown cannot handle the dig. 24-22. Blue Jays by 2. And Grace Bialabak coming in. She lines up on the front row. Boy, you know that the Vikings are going to set it up for her. Blue Jays by 2. Up the middle. Indeed to Bialabak. Blue Jays push it over. Horn gets it over the dig by Wynn. Bialabak again. Thomas couldn't handle it. Well, you knew where they were going with it. 24-23. Blue Jays by 1. And when we return, again, it will be set point for the Blue Jays. Julie Hall takes a timeout to discuss things here. We had a great finish to the third set, another great finish here in the fourth set. Again, it's the opening round of the 2019 CCIW Volleyball Tournament. Great match. Augustana 12-18 overall. The Blue Jays of Elmhurst overall 10-21. Both teams finished 4-4 in league play. All right, here we go. Set point for the Blue Jays. 24-23 Elmhurst. Zerline. Bialabak dig in the back row. Horn setting it up. Zerline with the kill attempt. Bialabak pushes it over. And that kill is good from the front row. The kill by Emily Dewis. And it's 25-23 in favor of the Blue Jays. Wow, so Elmhurst ties this match up, 25-23, taking this fourth set. And so now we will go to a fifth and deciding set here from R.A. Fagnall Hall. So the second time in a row here at R.A. Fagnall Hall that the Blue Jays are in a 5-set match. Remember last Wednesday against Illinois Wesleyan, the Blue Jays and the Titans went 5 sets. Illinois Wesleyan winning that match. That was the last match of the CCIW for the Blue Jays. And now in the opening round of the CCIW Conference Tournament, they're going 5 again, this time with Augustana. And again, this match has been, well, it's just been great volleyball, if you want my opinion. Not a lot of errors, not a lot of attack errors, not a lot of service errors either. Both teams playing well, and you kind of expected going into this one that this was going to be a tight one, and both teams have lived up to the expectations of being a great match. Blue Jays took the first set 25-20. Augie took the second set 25-22. And then in the third set, boy, that was a great set. Augie winning that one 27-25. The Blue Jays, though, fought back hard in the fourth set to win 25-23. And so that's where we're at right now. This match is tied at 2. Blue Jays to your left, the Vikings to your right. Zerline, Finkbeiner, Mast, Froats, Dewis, Bailey Brower out there for Coach Hall. For the Vikings, it's Doak, Bialabak, Brooke Harmon, Savannah Sparks, Abby Phelan, and the libero Jessica Wynn. Blue Jays to serve to get this fifth set underway. And it's going to be Emily Finkbeiner to get things going. And the fifth set is underway. Bialabak, that was wide. 4 out of the 5 sets tonight, Elmhurst has taken the first point. 1-0 Blue Jays here in the fifth set. Brower. Wynn with the nice dig. Wynn's going to have to get it over. Free ball for the Blue Jays. Dewis, yes. Emily Dewis straight up the middle gets the point. 2-0 Blue Jays. Remember, Elmhurst got off to a 4-0 start in the fourth set. But the Vikings fought back. And they get the point here, 2-1. Brooke Harmon will serve. 2-1 Blue Jays. We are in the early stages of the fifth set. Zerline, beautiful dig in the back row by Harmon. Brower, and Phelan couldn't handle it. Brower will get credit, and it's 3-1 Blue Jays. Zerline will serve. And a service error. Boy, that barely stayed on the Blue Jays side, so a service error. And it's 3-2 Blue Jays. Olivia Doak will serve, the sophomore. Waiting for the whistle as the R2 Dean Hoskin is talking with the official scorer, making sure that the books are in order. It's 3-2 Blue Jays here early on in the fifth set. And there's the whistle, and now we're ready to go. Oh, ace. Beautifully placed by Olivia Doak. 3-3. Doak again, same spot. Diving effort by Kayla Mast, and Augie with the lead now, 4-3. Davis with the dig by Ellenbach. Oh, great diving effort by Thomas. Bailey cross-court kill. Bailey again. And that stays in, yes. Bailey Brower with the kill. And we're tied at 4. Val Thomas will serve here now for Elmhurst. Tied at 4. Thomas. Zerline. Oh, wow. Beautiful effort by Finkbeiner. Blue Jays do a great job of getting it over. By Ellenbach, partially blocked at the net. Here's Mast. Blocked by Augustana. 5-4, Augustana. By Ellenbach comes out. Coming in to serve, Maddie Glatz. 5-4 Vikings. Froats. Dug in the back row by Glatz. Here's Phelan. The one-handed effort by Mast is unsuccessful. The lead is now 2 and a timeout taken by Julie Hall. Yeah, you can't let this one get too far out of hand, and even though it's only a 2-point lead for Augustana, Julie Hall realizes the importance of this point, and she calls a timeout and talks things over with her coaching staff here. What a great match. We are in the 5th and deciding set. Augustana leads 6-4. Blue Jays take a timeout, and perhaps they can get a couple of quick points and maybe tie this one up. That's kind of been the trend the last couple of sets. One team has gone up by 3 points or so, and the other team has come back to tie it. Right now, it's Augustana by 2. Again, the winner here will take on the number 1 seed Carthage up in Kenosha on Thursday night. So Maddie Glatz will continue to serve. Augie by 2. 6-4. And straight up the middle and getting the kill is Brower. Boy, Bailey Brower has had a nice match here tonight as well. Really everybody playing well. Blue Jays now with a chance to tie. Hannah Horn will serve. 6-5 in favor of the Vikings. Davis, the dig by Horn. Well, mistiming her jump a little bit and getting the double hit, Peyton Froats. It's now 7-5, Vikings back up by 2. Win to serve. And a double hit. So the kill is good by Ellie Burzlaff to make it 7-6. Kayla Mast will serve. Again, the Blue Jays trying to tie this one up. Burzlaff. Oh, a great job by Froats, but I believe it was a net violation. So Augie gets the point, and it's 8-6. And Julie Hall not liking that one as we have played halfway through. One team gets to 8 points, and now we switch sides as this 5th set being played to 15. And you have to win by 2. 8-6 in favor of Augustana. And so Brooke Keegan will now serve here for the Vikings. 8-6, Augie by 2. Zerline blocked at the net by the Vikings. And the dink is good by Augustana. Augie now leads by 3. 9-6. Brooke Keegan continuing to serve. A point here, and Julie Hall will undoubtedly burn a timeout, but that is in. And again, there it is, the timeout by Julie Hall. So a service ace. Boy, it was just a tough decision by the Blue Jays to let that one go. It was a good call. And the service ace now gives the Vikings a 4-point lead here in this 5th and deciding set. Again, we play up to 15 here in this 5th set, and you have to win by 2. It is now 10-6. It is absolutely vital that the Blue Jays stop the bleeding right now. Three unanswered points for Augustana. All right, we're ready to go. Brooke Keegan will continue to serve. Setting it up, Burzlaff. Good dig in the back by Mass. Zerline pushes it over. Horn setting it up, Zerline. Nice dig by Phelan. Phelan gets it over, partially blocked at the net, and it lands in the back row. Point for Augustana. 11-6. Vikings now by 5. Their biggest lead of this 5th set. And now Julie Hall wants a couple of quick substitutions, and she's going to bring Bailey Brower back into the game. And also Emily Finkbeiner, number 15, is back in. Finkbeiner comes up with the dig. Zerline, win with the dig in the back row. Here's Phelan, and that's out. Oh no, they say it was in. They're saying it was deflected. Oh man, the Blue Jays have their hands up. Julie Hall can't believe it. It didn't look like it was deflected at the net by me. Oh, Julie Hall with her hands on her hips. I can't believe it either. She has a right to. That one I thought was not a good call. 12-6 though. Vikings by 6. It looked like it was just out. And that kill good by Harmon. And now the momentum absolutely with the Vikings. 13-6. Augie 2 points away from moving on to the semis. Keegan to serve. Back row Brower. Little miscommunication there. The ball goes backwards for Augie. And it's 13-7. Well, if there was ever a time for the Blue Jays to go on a roll, and I think they got the right girl serving, Katie Brown. Again, she went on a bit of a run back in that 3rd set. Brown serving, the Blue Jays trailing by 6, skims the top of the net. Blocked at the net, but it stays on the Blue Jays side, and now it's match point. 14-7 Vikings. Abby Phelan to serve. Augie looking to go to the conference semis on Thursday night. 14-7. Abby Phelan, just a freshman, to serve. Zerline, blocked by the Viking. Back row, Brower. Here's Bialaba. Brower again. And that one is long. And Augustana wins the 5th set. 15-7. The Vikings take the match in 5 sets. So the season ends for the Blue Jays. They finished the season with a record of 10-22 for the Augustana Vikings. Augie now 13-8, and they will head on to the semifinals on Thursday night to take on the number 1 seed, Carthage. So that'll do it here from R.A. Faginal Hall. For Glenn Liljeberg, Mark Kruger saying so long from Elmhurst College and R.A. Faginal Hall. The Augustana Vikings win it. The number 5th seed over the number 4th seed Elmhurst College Blue Jays in 5 sets. Again, the Vikings will play Thursday night at Carthage. We thank you so much for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. So long, everybody.